Hi, I'm Marcus Stanfill, and I'm the Executive Director of Solace International. It's a refugee advocacy organization in Buffalo, New York. It's a 501c3 not-for-profit, founded in 2008 by refugees for refugees. It's one of the few organizations of its kind here in Buffalo, and we are here to try to help refugees make the transition between escaping the horrors of the countries they lived in to the confusion of America. So that's kind of what we're here for. HEAL's mission is to try to help the transition between being a refugee and being an American citizen. There's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of paperwork, and there's a lot of cultural education that needs to take place. So we hope we can help with that. There's also advocacy for the refugees as a population. In this country, you don't get funding just because you need it. You have to be out there saying, here we are. While we're a nonprofit, we still believe it's important to give the refugees a voice and advocate for them. Though nonprofits are not allowed to officially lobby, that doesn't mean we can't call a local council member and say, we've got a problem. So we hope we provide that service for all the people that we work with. A lot of the emotions that we see are confusion, frustration. There's sometimes a little bit of embarrassment that people don't understand some things that we take for granted. A way to fill out an application for a driver's license can be very challenging, and would be for anybody who came to a different country. And so we try to help people through the process. And it's interesting to see that sometimes we don't know exactly what the answer is, because some of is anybody's encountered a government form or a thing that you have to fill out at the hospital is a pretty confusing piece of document sometimes. So we also see people who are impatient. They want to lead good lives, they want to move on. So you see a range of emotions. There's a lot of distrust of police, and that goes back to a long history of terror and abuse at the hands of the police of many people. Police means different things in different countries. There's also different ways that they interact. We recently had a case where a Somali man who had gone to a local high school wanted to go back on campus and see a teacher of his. And culturally, from Somalia, that was no problem. But when he walked on campus without permission, it caused an uproar. Imagine what it's like if you are still suffering the effects of torture, of violence, of seeing your family slaughtered or having your home village burned. There's a lot of trauma involved in being a refugee. It's not the same as being an immigrant. It can be very challenging. So in many cases, people from the refugees also are illiterate. So how do you provide them the information? It's that one-on-one contact that's really important, and that's what we try to provide.